As Nigeria observed the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, the widows of fallen heroes say it is not a day of celebration for them, but a time to reflect on the hardships they face after losing their loved ones in service to the nation. In Kaduna, some widows describe how the tough economic realities of the country have deepened their struggles, making it nearly impossible to provide for their children. Trust TV's Bello visited the homes of some of these widows in Hayin Danmani, Igabi local government area of Kaduna State, and filed this report.
Hajara Haruna lost her husband, Lance Corporal Haruna Muhammad, in 2016, while he was serving in the Nigerian army. Since his death, life has been a continuous battle for her and her children.
If my husband will be given opportunity to turn back and see me and my children struggling after the nation he has sighed and laid down his life for it, and today this family end up with nothing, still struggling, I don't think that this work worth dying for. I don't think the fallen heroes need to be celebrated, while their families that are left behind are in pains up till now.
Hajara now sells her personal properties to raise money for her children's school fees.
My son is writing SSCE this year. I can't afford even the money, and they are about closing the registration. The only thing I am having in my house is my set of chairs. So the option I have now, I'm selling out the chairs to raise the money for my son's SSCE.
Mariam Jamil shares a similar story. Her husband, Corporal Muhammad Jamil, died while serving in the Nigerian army, leaving her with 4 children to care for.
The one they gave us the benefit, it was shared with his family. So the one they give us as sponsor, it cannot take care of their own school fees. Talk less of for we to feed ourselves. Now, as I'm talking to you, I'm in my parents' house because I can't even take care of myself. So I went and rent a room. I see that I can't even cook. I can't continue to feed myself, feed my children, my 4 children. So I have to go back to my parents' house for them to be feeding me.
Years after their husbands' deaths, the widows remain deeply traumatized. Each memory of their final moment with their spouses is a painful reminder of the sacrifices their families have made.
How will I go to bed and carry the corpse of my husband lying down on the bed with the same people he's working for? That was how. Luckily enough, an officer was there. He asked some men to help me. That was when he said, no, we're not taking him to mortuary. I have to bring my husband that night to the mosque in NDE to come and keep him there. Till the following day, he was buried. Is it a crime he would keep his corpse for me till when I'm ready to carry his corpse? At least he deserved that respect because he died working for the Nigerian army.
I feel so bitter. I feel sad. Something I feel like dying too. Honestly, it's not an easy journey. It's not easy at all for a woman to lose her husband.
Hajara is now struggling to find a new home after her rent was increased beyond what she can afford. For Mariam, living with her parents is her only means of survival.
There's supposed to be a special...
Dr. Awal Abdullahi, Deputy National Coordinator for retired members of the Nigerian Armed Forces, sheds light on the broader struggles faced by retired soldiers and widows.
The attention of veterans in medical is very, very poor. We have educational challenge for our children. There's no special concession or consideration for our children if they go to either public or private schools like it is done in other parts of the world. Our wives are also being neglected. There's no special concession for them when it comes to issue of heroes, both those wives that are widows and the ones that their husbands are still alive.
While Armed Forces Remembrance Day is marked annually with ceremonies, many widows and retired soldiers are left grappling with economic challenges. They are calling on the government to introduce skill acquisition programs to empower them and provide sustainable support. Bello Musa, Trust TV News Kaduna.